Good morning. We're actually here today with a very special guest from DT Research. His name is Robert Droppa, and he's the GM there. Thank you for joining us on the Technology Reseller News podcast.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate
it. Of course. For those of you who don't know, I just wonder if you can maybe explain to the crowd who don't know who you are, what you do.
Okay. So DT Research is a manufacturing company. We specialize in design, precision engineering, and manufacturing of compute solutions. So here at HIMSS, we're specifically talking about our healthcare portfolio, but basically any type of rugged compute. So when we talk about rugged tablets, mobility solutions, we build the tablets, both Windows and Android devices, to all-in-one medical all-in-one devices that will be used for clinical applications. But we're a true hardware manufacturer that builds precision. So it's like when I say precision, we have our COTS portfolio, but what we'll do is come along our partners and help them bring a solution that's maybe 80% there to 100% from a design perspective on the manufacturing side at very reasonable cost points.
So you mentioned the channel, and you're sort of directly related to the channel and what you do. What does that channel opportunity look like with your organization?
So DT Research as a whole, we don't sell direct at all. So we're 100% partner focused, and we rely heavily on our partners to help bring us into opportunities. Okay, so we're always looking for good partners that we can strategically partner with. And what we will typically do is go to like these shows at HIMSS, and when we find opportunities and leads when we're talking to end users, is then marry them to the best partner that we are aware of that we have in the channel, or else we'll lean on them to understand what MSP or whoever they're working with that we can then team with to provide that solution to.
As everybody knows who works in this industry, it's all about who you know, what you know, who you can partner with, right? And I think you hit the nail right on the head. I just wonder, talking about that partner opportunity, what are some of the biggest partner opportunities that you've seen sort of, the tail end of last year into this year?
Well, I think from the partner perspective, I mean, for us, I know one of the big initiatives we have is the Rural Health Initiative right now going on. So for us, we're looking for some of our, because we build TA compliant products. We do all of our own manufacturing in Taiwan. So for us, we're looking to provide solutions into healthcare and government customers that really value importance of supply chain and the manufacturing capabilities, that they have true visibility into the products that they're selling out there. So for us, it's really important to find the partners that can leverage the right contracting vehicles. They have the right relationships with the healthcare organizations to be able to provide these solutions there out to the end users.
Okay. And I understand that you guys are actually making an announcement at today's show, or rather this week. Can you give us a preview of what that might be? Maybe not the entire news if you can't say that yet. But
so we have three different things, initiatives we're releasing here at the show. Again, we're a hardware-focused company. So basically, we take a lot of feedback from our customers and our partners. And then we usually develop products that become COTS offering. So we're not usually going out there and building it and they will come type solutions. We usually find an opportunity or a niche, and then we'll build out a product to fill those niches and then leverage that across our partner platform. Okay, so here at the show, there's three things. We are releasing our new 15 and 17-inch battery operated medical all-in-one. So it kind of gives us a in-between product between our tablet portfolio and then our bigger 22 and 24-inch all-in-one units. So these are running the latest versions of Intel Arrow Lake processors using the U5 or U7 processors. So they give, from an AI perspective, they're AI ready. They give the best compute power to be able to deliver the applications and meet those needs.
In this instance, I wonder if you can explore maybe a bit more what those applications might be.
So from our perspective, it's really, again, it's not a DT initiative, but really the partners will come alongside us and they will have some kind of software applications. If it's analytics for like some of our scopes that they're going in and doing medical surgeries and things like that, where they'll want to be able to have a small platform that can then use in a fanless environment, so you're not worried about bacteria and that stuff, where you can then now have that compute capability in a small form factor where their scopes and things like that will connect into it and then give them faster response time in what they're doing, those precision surgery type applications on the device.
And these are really mission critical systems. I mean, at the end of the day, we're talking about lives and patients who actually require these systems to be sort of firing on all cylinders, if you will. I wonder if you can just tell me more about, how you ensure that those are sort of foolproof, if you will.
Well, I think we have this, the DT as a company that are manufacturing, we have that same issue across the different verticals that we sell into.
Certainly. Yeah.
So from DT's perspective, we sell mission critical environments in the military applications as well.
Sure.
So we'll put products on soldiers in the tactical edge that count on our night vision capabilities and the compute power that we build into our tablet solutions. Same goes with our medical customers.
Sure.
They rely on the durability, the ability for the product to deliver what it needs to in the field that it's operating into.
I did interrupt you about when you were talking about the other announcements you're going to make, but I do have another question about AI. I mean, it's such a buzzword, and I think a lot of people are using it that way. But I think what you're saying is so we sort of intentionally embed AI into our products, but it's not just a buzzword. I mean, could you tell me more, a little more rather, about how you guys are leveraging AI within your hardware?
Well, in the hardware, you have this is a second gen Intel CPU. So they have the NPU built into it.
Okay.
So then the software applications that people are using, then designing their software to leverage the NPU capabilities. But what DT can also come alongside is that, as you know, we're always looking at the cutting edge technology from Intel, NVIDIA, and those guys, and then incorporating that into our hardware platforms that then they can leverage their software applications to run at an optimal level in front of the customers.
I would like to highlight maybe those other announcements that you are going to make.
Yep. So the other one is we have another 24-inch battery operated one. That unit is really geared for some applications where you want the camera systems above the unit. You want the ease of putting the batteries into the side. So it's a fully battery operated unit.
Sure.
So instead of having a heavy cart that is expensive that you have to maintain, we have a more inexpensive solution that will allow you to use a DR202 battery that will be interchangeable, so you can run it 24/7 environments. Okay. And then the third one that we have here at the show is going to be it's related to our battery monitoring program. So one of the
cool.
Yes. Yeah, so one of the big things is DT's trying to be more proactive in the battery message out there.
100%.
Okay, is that we want to give visibility into the IT side of things to understand, hey, when batteries need to be replaced, if there's damage to the batteries, so that they're not waiting for an accident to happen. We're being proactive on our side. So as again, the original design manufacturer, we're taking feedback from the MSPs, their customers, and integrating that into our software, so that then it gives them the visibility both in the field and at the centers, the SOCs, that they can then support their customers better.
You talk about the MSP, and I want to go there. What is that particular opportunity? What does that look like for the MSP if they're working with your hardware, of course?
Well, I mean, for us, again, just the hardware piece is that, you know, I think for us is the engagement. Like, I was on the partner side for a very long time with DT Research, but to me, the best thing is you're working with a company that gives their partners and their customers a voice into our product roadmap. Okay. It's very, very unlikely that you can talk to a Dell or some other people like that you have a voice into a manufacturer.
Yeah.
That's what DT gives our partners and their customers when they engage with us, is the ability to adapt the product, our COTS product, into a slightly different variation for a specific niche that it's going into.
Yeah.
And that's where, like, from an MSP perspective, it's really you're trying to give their customers what they need.
Yeah.
And I think from a hardware perspective, you have a partner in DT Research that can come alongside them and deliver that.
Yeah. It's interesting because we often hear, and we really do hear this often, is that there's no such thing as one size fits all. And this really takes that to a whole nother level, what you're telling me.
Yeah, 100%. So in our different configurations, we can integrate special cards into our units that somebody wants. So if there's a hardware company here at the show that wants to integrate their hardware into our hardware for a solution, we can do that on our side. We do, like I said, some special things with our night vision stuff. So in some of our government opportunities.
Sure.
But the same thing here is where we have applications where you need high brightness, you need high color contrast, and that's where DT can do some differentiators in our displays that we can then deliver a solution that's better fitted for the customer.
Sure. If I'm a partner and I'm thinking, man, I really want to check them out, how would I go about that?
The easiest thing, obviously, is going to our website, dtresearch.com. But really, I'd say the best thing is probably to send an email to us at sales@dtri.com. And that's the best way to get something into us. You're more than happy to reach out to me. But at the end of the day, we'll engage with you guys quite quickly on any type of inquiries that people want. There's no we don't require any massive reseller agreements or anything like that. So it's really easy to engage with us.
Sure. Well, I want to thank you tremendously for your time, and I want to say we're here at HIMSS covering the rest of the event for the rest of the week. So stay tuned for more coverage live from HIMSS.